The work of firefighters, law enforcement has been nothing short of heroic. The over 200,000 people who've had to evacuate, who have cooperated with this, again, has been incredibly impressive. Yet still there are people out there who have decided that they are going to take advantage of this tragedy, that they're going to exploit this crisis for their own personal benefit. And we have sent this warning, and I'll say it again. The question is not if, but when you will be arrested. You will then be prosecuted, and then you will be punished to the full extent of the law. On Monday, we announced the charging of 10 different individuals, 9 for looting, 1 for arson. Of the 9 individuals, they were involved with both looting in the Palisades fire area as well as the Eaton fire area. They are looking at a minimum, the shortest sentence that anyone charged is looking at is 6 years in prison, 9 years in prison for another individual. We have people who are looking at 22 years in prison and a maximum sentence of life in prison. These are very significant punishments. Justice will be swift. Justice will be significant if you want to take advantage of this tragedy. Following on what Chief McDonald says, we have actually filed charges in 2 additional arson cases. Again, not related to the major fires. There's one that we had charged an individual who set a fire in the City of Industry. He set bushes on fire. He set a pallet on fire. He set the back of a tractor trailer on fire. Those fires were quickly put out. And that individual is looking at 7 years for a maximum prison sentence. Another individual was charged in the city of Irwindale under the I-605 underpass. Again, setting a fire that was quickly put out. That individual is looking at a maximum sentence of 14 years. We have received numerous allegations that we are now following up involving additional looting incidents and price gouging. The price gouging is particularly despicable because these are people who are basically looking at this situation and saying, how can I make the most amount of money from people who are desperately seeking housing, supplies, they're seeking services because they've lost everything. They've lost their houses. And I will tell you that with respect to this price gouging, we have seen people increase their prices for rooms that they are renting, for houses that they are leasing, 100, 200, 300%. Here's my warning. If you're one of these people who have engaged in price gouging, not only do you need to stop it immediately, I would strongly recommend that you go back and fix it. Go back and refund the amount that you have overcharged people. We will certainly take that into consideration in deciding whether or not to charge you. So it's your choice. If you want to actually abide by the law, you could benefit from it right this second. But if we go ahead and find out that you've engaged in price gouging and you've taken no steps to remedy the violation that you have basically enacted, we will go ahead and prosecute you to the full extent of the law. So not only are you going to be looking at criminal penalties, you will be looking at civil penalties, and as importantly, your name will get out there. Your company's name will get out there. You will be publicly shamed. I want to make that crystal clear. So stop it right now. And as the recovery starts up, we again are seeing the financial scams. Over and over, we are seeing scams involving charities, where people who want to donate either money or services to the recovery effort are being targeted by these scammers. My strong message to you is if this happens, please check the organization that you are donating your money to beforehand. Do not donate cash. Do not even donate Bitcoin because it's very hard to track. Only deal with reputable organizations that you can then check out who will get that money to the appropriate people in need. Same thing when it comes to insurance. Be very careful. There are scammers out there who are going to try and make you promises that they can give you certain benefits from insurance that are completely false. Make sure you check out any insurance claims. And government benefits are starting up now. Both the federal government and the state governments are going to be offering people in need significant dollars to get back and recover in their lives. However, these will be ripped off. I will guarantee you there are people who are looking at this to rip them off. Here again is your warning, because I don't want any discussion later on that there is some confusion of what the consequences are. They will be swift and they will be significant. So again, I wish everyone great safety. Please support the firefighters. Please support law enforcement. Stay out of the evacuation zones. They are designed for your safety and to facilitate these putting out of fires and keeping people's houses safe. If you want to go ahead and violate an evacuation area, violate a curfew, you will be held accountable, you will be arrested, and my office will prosecute you.